Steve Cooper is the perfect appointment for Leicester City. Not only was he available, unlike one of the other candidates for the job in current West Brom boss Carlos Corberán, but also brings with him a pragmatic approach that is absolutely essential for survival in the Premier League. As good as Leicester's press bidding was when passing out from the back last season under Maresca, it caused 24 errors leading to shots, which was the most by any team in the Championship by a considerable distance. Attempting to replicate that template in the top flight would have been asking for trouble, and there's no better way to negate that than by hiring a man who has unfinished business in the Prem. In fact, Cooper retained a place to live in Keyworth, which isn't all that far from Leicester's Seagrave training ground, so accepting this job makes sense for him from both a personal and professional perspective. For Leicester fans disenchanted by his association with Forest, Martin O'Neill arrived under not too dissimilar circumstances, and he went on to provide 5 years of unprecedented success, so that certainly shouldn't be used as a stick to beat him with. What you'll quickly find is that Cooper has an incredible knack for inspiring players and fostering a spirit of togetherness. When Forest signed 29 players in a season, pundits and bookmakers wrote them off. In fact, one analytics study said that Forest had a 68% chance of getting relegated, yet Cooper kept them up with 1 game to spare. It's also easy to forget that when Cooper was eventually sacked, Forest were sat in 17th and ended the campaign in the same position under Nuno. This, coupled with the miracle of taking a Forest side sat bottom of the Championship to one that got promoted in the space of a few months, means he deserves a bit more respect than he's currently getting. Now, one may argue that Cooper's football is a bit of an eyesore, but I believe that boils down to the circumstances as opposed to his own philosophy. By all accounts, Cooper wants to play an attacking and progressive brand of football, but he knows better than anyone that it's a results-based business, and thus opting to sit deep, soak up pressure, and hit the opposition on the break is his go-to tactic when backs are against the wall, which they very much were for Forest in essentially every game they played. It's not always pretty, but it often gets the job done. The best part is, Cooper's adaptable as opposed to rigid with his identity, so should Leicester have the personnel to play on the front foot, I have no doubt that they eventually will. Let's not forget, this is the same bloke who forged his reputation as Liverpool's under-18s coach, where he oversaw the development of players like Raheem Sterling and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Thereafter, he won the World Cup with England's under-17s, who are as free-scoring as any youth side can realistically be. At Swansea, he succeeded Graham Potter, who, rather ironically, was Leicester's first choice for the role, and was a whisker away from getting them promoted back to the Prem, falling short in the playoffs. It's clear Cooper's made an impact wherever he's been, and the fact that the vast majority of Forest fans still love him and wish him well is testament to both his achievements and character. I sincerely hope he can keep Leicester up despite the incoming points deduction for breaching FFP rules, and I'm looking forward to seeing the reception he gets once he does return to the City ground. Do let me know your own take down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Peace.